Hi there, Nathalie with you today with a new process video for Scrapbook Nerd, and today I'm so glad to come to you through video to join the National Scrapbooking Day celebration. And we are having a small crop throughout the weekend, and I chose the color purple. Our theme is rainbows, and purple because it's all about the story. And I think for me, scrapbooking is all about telling stories, documenting my life. So what I'm going to use for this layout is the Best Day collection for my mind's eye, and this collection is actually the 6x8 paper pad and a pack of embellishments, but it matches an old collection that was called Bliss, and I still have some pieces of it, so I'm gonna bring it. I'm not gonna use much of it, just the pieces of the ephemera and a few stickers. The rest is all gonna be about the paper pad. So all I'm doing right now, I'm gonna map my idea, and in this layout is all gonna be based on creating a nice balance between the story and the picture. So it's going to be pretty much equal sizes. So what I have done outside of the camera is I have printed my Lenzo journal in one of the papers from the art wall collection from Heidi Swapp, and all of this is available at the shop to fit around 3x4 think about 3x4 like a journal card. And all I'm gonna do right now is start building the layers of paper behind the picture, and I have chosen to go with a non-white background because that's just gonna help me enhance the color of my sister-in-law's dress. So I want something that is gonna make everything in the picture stand out. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back the picture with one of the papers, and I chose one that had little pink and white stripes, and like I said, I want to make sure that I bring the white on the dress. After that, I played with a few ideas of what papers to put in the background, and I really like this blush tone that has like a cascade of confetti, and I know that's going to be part of my background. Now I have chosen to keep the layers very simple on the picture because like I said, I want kind of balance the layers, so I want it to be pretty much an even size between the picture and the bottom cluster that I'm going to create. So all I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to start working with some of the layers, and I really like this grayish paper, which is the B side of where all the wedding cakes are at. So I'm gonna cut a piece, but before I glue it onto the paper, I'm gonna add a little bit of foam adhesive behind the picture just to make it pop. And then you're gonna see that I'm just gonna start building my layers, and I'm gonna keep it, like I said, I'm gonna keep it fairly simple because I think like I said, I want to give equal importance to the story and also to the picture. So I'm just cutting square pieces of paper just to fit behind the picture, and once I have it in place, I'm actually gonna glue all the layers together before I continue working. So I'm just gonna add a few pieces of the ephemera, a tag. I really like that little, it looks like a doily, is a piece of acetate, and I was lucky that my collection, my little ephemera pack had two of them attached together, so I just pulled one and I'm gonna use it as a layer piece. I know I'm gonna add a floral there, I just still don't know how big because like I said, I'm gonna work throughout the page to decide what it goes there. But once I have this all ready, I'm gonna set it aside, and then I'm gonna come in and add my mixed media. I'm not gonna keep my mixed media very simple. I want something white, just so it matches my sister-in-law's dress. So I'm gonna mix a little bit of Bicky Boutin modeling paste with a little bit of Gina K. I think it's the new paste, is like a glitter paste. Now what is gonna happen is the paste is gonna become a little bit gritty, and there's like a satin shine to it. It's not gonna become really shiny, it's not gonna be glittery, sorry, but it is like a satin feel to the paste. And all I'm gonna do is run it through that stencil. That stencil is from the You and Me collection. I think it's from Cartabella. It's from last year, and I got it at the shop. I'm not so sure if Joy has any more left. So all I'm doing is just running some of the paste through the stencil, and I'm gonna make sure that I add these hearts on the area where I have my picture, and then at the bottom right corner that's where my story is gonna go. I might add a little bit in between just so that I connect the two sides, but the heaviest application is gonna be at those two corners. And then once I finish applying, I'm gonna set it aside to dry, and while that is happening, I'm gonna start working on the rest of the layer. very simple mixed media. Like I said, I don't want to add lots because I want this layout to be all about the story and the picture. So all I'm going to do right now is I'm going to start creating more florals to embellish this layout. So this is the paper that I used to back the picture. It actually had a little corner, a floral corner, so I'm going to fussy cut around it, and I'm going to use it as embellishment on the picture. And then I just started going through the ephemera pack, see how many more florals I can pull out. So I'm going to pull out all the florals. I'm going to play with the idea that I have for that cluster. And I had those little branches, those actually from the Bliss collection. So I know that I'm going to bring them onto this just to help me add the movement onto the layers. So once I play with all my ideas, and until then the paste actually dried quite fast, so I'm gonna go ahead and just glue my picture in place. And because I have the mixed media, I have to put a little bit of pressure onto the picture so it sticks to the mixed media. So you're gonna see that I cover it and add my bottles of glitter on top until it dries. Now while that is drying and setting in place, I'm going to start working on the part of my story, which is the challenge of the day. So I've cut my lines of journal to fit a 3x4 card approximately, and then my idea is I'm actually going to create an envelope, and for this I'm going to use a punch. This is the Weird Memory Keepers 123 punch. I believe Joe has them in the shop too, or had them in the shop. This is my daughter's actually. She bought it for herself, so I have it. I use it, not her. So all I'm gonna do is create an envelope that is around 3¼ inch wide by 2 inches of height. So I don't wanna cover my lines of journal. I just wanna create the illusion of the envelope, have the story tucked in there. So you're gonna see that I'm just gonna follow the instructions to build the envelope, and once I have it in place, I'm actually gonna make sure that around the corners, just so like it's little things that are gonna add the softness onto the layout. So once I have it in place, I'm gonna realize that I really don't like those pointy parts of the envelope, so I'm gonna just do the simple thing. I'm just gonna go ahead and trim it. So you're gonna see that I'm marking exactly where it actually hits the lines of journal, and I'm gonna go ahead and trim that part, and then just use my scissors to soften the edges. I'm still not I'm gonna tell you, I did not want anything to cover the lines of journal. So you're gonna see that even though I'm gonna put it in place, I'm gonna use red line tape to hold the envelope in place. I'm still not happy with the fact that some lines of the story are being hidden when I put it inside the envelope. So you're gonna see that right now. I'm just building the envelope, and once I put the story, you see the bottom sides of the story, they're hidden. I don't want people to move the paper, so the little story card story. So my choice is gonna be to actually trim the envelope. So you're gonna see right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut. There's a little offset between the fold and the little the fold and the flap, in a way, the crease and the flap, sorry. So I'm just gonna make sure that I'm gonna trim that extra space, and that is gonna give me the perfect size so that my story is completely visible without me having like to pull up the card. So all I'm gonna do right now is just gonna start playing with the positioning of where it's gonna go. Once I'm happy with it, I'm gonna add some foam adhesive behind the story so it sticks to the inside the envelope, and it kind of stands out a little bit. And then I went and found this big piece of ephemera in the Old Kids ephemera pack. So I'm just gonna fussy cut all the white offset that comes in it. I don't want that much white space, and then that's gonna be my embellishment in the bottom envelope. You're gonna see that that's gonna be plenty, and that's just gonna balance the picture. Now I've pulled aside already all the floral ephemera that I found in the embellishment kit that comes with this collection, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start building the layout. Not building, but just embellishing. So I know that I'm gonna add florals as part of my repetitive motif on this layout, sorry. And then I was considering putting that little cluster of florals that I tucked behind the envelope on the picture, but I found it too heavy. So instead I'm just gonna add a simple flower, and I'm gonna add those branches, like I said, that I found in the old ephemera kit. And then I was thinking where I'm gonna add my title, and I thought that space that the florals create right at the bottom corner of the picture is a perfect spot for my title. So you're gonna see that once I add my branches, I'm actually gonna bring a little word that says love, and that's gonna be my title, and I'm gonna glue it, like I said, in that little space. You're gonna see, I think it's right now that I bring it, and then again I'm just gonna, yeah, you see I'm at my title right now, and then I'm just gonna, I had also a hard time finding a little piece of floral ephemera for the top left corner of the picture. I wanted something really soft, but I wanted to add also some gold, because gold is one of the elements that is repeating on this layout. So instead of finding, like, you know, something, a floral that had gold, I went and found this little heart that is all gold, and I'm also gonna add a little piece of string just to tie it to the tag, sorry. And again, this string comes inside the ephemera pack. It's actually a cool ephemera pack. It comes with acetate, with some buttons, with some pearls, which makes it really easy to work with and adds a lot of texture. So you're gonna see that I add the little heart, and then I went into, yeah, I think the ephemera pack had a little saying that says always and forever. So I'm actually, it's like a little flag, so I'm actually gonna add it there to the heart. That's just gonna kind of add the sentiment to that cluster. I'm gonna trim it a bit because it was too long. I'm gonna trim it so that it fits in the heart. And then at the bottom of the envelope, I'm actually have the space. I'm gonna bring one of the stickers from the All collection, and it says just best day, and I found this little bird and the embellishment, so I thought it was perfect because it had a little bit of blue, and my brother-in-law's suit is blue actually. After that, I'm bringing this doodle bug epoxy heart, and I've been, like, you know, I love this epoxy heart. I think about 2 packs and already down to 1. So I'm just gonna add a few kind of coming outside of the envelope on the top right corner of the envelope, and after that I'm gonna add another little heart right above the bird, and that's about it. I love how this turned out. It's simple, it's soft, it's beautiful, and it's a really nice balance between the story and the picture. And I hope you actually tried and joined in the challenge. I had so much fun creating this, and I would love to see your take, not on this layout, but on adding quite a bit of journaling onto a layout in any way that you can use. You can type it, you can write it, you can stamp it. It's completely up to you. And as always, if you have any questions about how this came together, do not hesitate to contact me. Everything that I've used here is available at the shop. And as always, have fun with the challenge. Happy National Scrapbooking Day, and I hope to see you soon. Take care, guys.